Good morning, Wildcats. Today is Thursday, February 10th. Yearbooks are only $35. Go order them on Loretta.com. Teachers, today is the last day to order a Science Olympiad t-shirt. See Ms. Holmes or Dr. Hunley for more info. Now let's go to the Black History Spotlight for today.
John Lewis was a civil rights icon and a United States congressman who devoted his life to fighting for equality for all Americans. Lewis was born in Troy, Alabama in 1940. He grew up in the South during a time when black people did not have the same rights as white people. As a child, Lewis often faced racial discrimination that he neither understood nor liked. At age 18, he heard Dr. Martin Luther King speak on the radio, and it spurred him to join the civil rights movement. While studying to be a preacher in Nashville, Lewis helped organize lunch sit-ins against segregated restaurants where black and white people could not eat together. Sometimes he would be arrested for refusing to leave white establishments, but that did not keep him from protesting social injustices. He would later call his actions good trouble, actions necessary to bring about positive change. In 1961, he joined the Freedom Riders, a group of black and white demonstrators who traveled throughout the South to challenge segregation at bus terminals. Lewis was one of the organizers of the 1963 March on Washington, the event where Dr. King made his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. Lewis also spoke at the event. How long can we be patient? He asked the 200,000 marchers who'd gathered at the Lincoln Memorial. We want our freedom, and we want it now, he exclaimed. Lewis's most memorable act of good trouble occurred on March 7, 1965, when he led a voting rights march in Selma, Alabama. As Lewis and 600 peaceful protesters crossed the Edmund Pettus Bridge, they were met by police who ordered them to turn back. When the protesters refused, the police fired tear gas into the crowd and brutally attacked them, leaving many bloody and wounded. Lewis was beaten severely and knocked unconscious. The event would go on to be known as Bloody Sunday. Television coverage of the violence in Selma outraged the nation and increased support for the Voting Rights Act. This landmark piece of federal legislation was signed into law on August 6, 1965 by President Lyndon B. Johnson. It outlawed the discriminatory voting practices adopted by many southern states after the Civil War, including literacy tests as a prerequisite for voting. Lewis continued to fight for the rights of all Americans by joining the United States Congress in 1987. He represented Georgia's 5th Congressional District up until his death in 2020. Lewis received many honors over the years. He was awarded the Martin Luther King Jr. Nonviolent Peace Prize in 1975, the John F. Kennedy Profile in Courage Award in 2001, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2011. Through grit and determination, John Lewis went from sitting on a bus as an act of civil disobedience during the Freedom Rides to sitting in the halls of Congress as a champion for civil liberties.
Students, go to the Lost and Found if you forgot something at recess or anywhere else in the school. Teachers, the Sunflower Cafe has a special pop-up lunch planned for Valentine's Day. Let's go to Courtney for more details.
Good morning, Carver. The Sunflower Cafe is offering Valentine's Day themed charcuterie lunchboxes. The boxes will include salami roses, a variety of cheeses, crackers, grapes, a tomato, mozzarella, basil skewer, olives, and chocolates. Wow, that sounds delicious. Orders are due by 2:30 tomorrow. Back to Christian.
Those look great. Place your orders as soon as possible, teachers. Candy grams are at the school store for $1 each. You can buy one for a friend and it'll be delivered to their classroom on Monday. Now let's see what's for lunch today.
Good morning, Wildcats. For lunch we will be having Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes and gravy, farm fresh vegetables, soda fruit, no choice milk. Back to Christian.
That sounds great, Turner. Please stand with the pledge with Miss Walker's class and have a great day.